Hey, what's up? Fun Friday Comedy, back together again. Guys, I'm so excited. I have a lot of mixed emotions, honestly. There's a lot of death happening to COVID, and it's hitting closer and closer to home. I don't, a lot of conflicting emotions this week, guys. So I teach phys ed, right? And so I look at their videos. They submit videos to me online. I look at the videos. I grade the videos, then give critiques, feedback, and then the next week happens. I teach health also. Maybe some of y'all didn't know that. Health similarly, right? I give the essays. I look at the essays. I grade the essays. I critique the essays. I give the essays back. Next week happens. So honestly, like after I submit all the grades by like midweek, it's like boring. Like it's not much to do. And so I found myself, I don't know if some of y'all are in the same situation as me. How many of y'all found yourself on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter a little too much right now? Anybody? Round of applause if you find yourself on any of these social media platforms way too much. Yeah, right? Right? It's crazy. It's the devil, I tell you. It's the devil, man. You go on there, you check one person's account, right? See what they up to. Like, oh, I ain't heard from so-and-so in a minute. Next thing you know, 4 hours have passed. It's crazy, man. So, I did a bad thing the other day. My daughter was getting on my nerve, which she usually does. And so I told her that if she didn't go to sleep, then the quarantine man was going to come get her. This is the problem with having a mother with a very weird and bad sense of humor. So now she won't go to sleep unless I sit in the room with her, protecting her from quarantine man until she falls asleep. So that's my bad, right? Karma, right? So there's nothing to do in the room in the dark while a 4-year-old falls asleep. There's nothing to do. So I find myself, I try to be productive initially, right? I was taking some online courses, right? Anybody trying to get their education up during quarantine? Anybody out there trying to get their education up? Round of applause if you. Yes. So we learning new skills, right? Maybe trying to start a business like myself. And so I was doing online courses. I put my headphones in. I look at the little monitor. It's like video courses, some reading material, trying to be productive while she falls asleep. Then, after the courses were done, I'm like, well, now what? So I started trying to get spiritual. Listen to some podcasts, right? Any Bema fans out there? Bema Discipleship? Any fans out there? No? Y'all don't know what y'all missing. Maybe you forgot to push the button. It's all good. We'll find out later, folks. We'll find out later. And so now, I'm like, all right, how much Brent Billings can I take before he puts me to sleep? His voice is super soothing though. I ain't gonna front. And so I'm like, all right, let me check out Facebook. Just don't do it, folks. Just don't do it. If the sun is down, don't open up Facebook. It's a wormhole. You're gonna fall right in. You're not gonna come out for hours. You're gonna be like 3 years older, 20 pounds heavier. Don't do it. But I don't listen to my own advice. I did it, and I kept doing it. I joined a whole bunch of clubs now. I'm part of so many groups. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I joined this one. What is this? Keto? What is it? Don't eat bread? What? No! Run! Blasphemy! I say. No, I did keto while I was pregnant. A friend of mine, she had gestational diabetes. It didn't look fun, so I was like, I don't want no part of that. I gotta count calories. Don't sound like my cup of tea. No. So I joined Women Helping Women entrepreneurial group. It seems pretty dope. There's a whole bunch of people in there. Some people that I knew. I was like, why you ain't invite me? Like, I could use this. What's up with that? So if you're watching this and you're an entrepreneur and I didn't invite you, my bad. I just told you about it. So kind of vicariously, I did tell you about it. So there's that, right? but I too much time on my hands. So my leg is a little better, right? So I got on pants today. I don't have on my shorts. My leg's a little better, so I decided to go outside in the backyard and play a little baseball with my son. So I'm a phys ed teacher. I gotta do something. It's boring. I'm packing on the pounds. My COVID fat is starting to harden. It's not good. So my son and I, we're in the backyard. We're playing baseball. Now there's technically 6 people in the family, but Ron's inside with the baby, and so it's me, the girls, and the little boy. So 4 of us is outside, and the girls, they're fighting over whose turn, which bat, blah, blah, blah. So the 4-year-old, she gets upset. She goes in the house. Now, my 2-year-old follows the 4-year-old everywhere she goes. So I'm like, well, if you're upset, you should go in the house. I'm only saying this really because I know that if she goes in the house, then the 2-year-old is going to go in the house. So it's like a plot to get rid of the 2-year-old. So I'm like, if you're upset, you should go in the house and like really take a time out, like think about it. And then the 2-year-old's like, yeah, I'm going to the house and think about it. I'm like, yes, go in the house, go in the house. So now it's me and my son. Now, I'm not the type of person that likes to play a game for fun. Games are fun. I don't play for fun. I play to win. Like, I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your physical abilities is. Like, if you play a game with me, just be prepared to lose. This is what it is. So we're outside. I'm teaching them how to play baseball. And this is not, I don't know why God blessed this boy with a competitive mama. This is not good. Like, one of us should be calm, right? One of us, maybe? No. Okay, good. I got no affirmation over there, so I'm going to keep talking to y'all. So I'm trying to teach this boy how to play baseball. We out in the backyard. And I done set up bases, right? So we got a whole bunch of sports equipment. Again, I teach Jim. My husband, he loves sports. He's like, you ain't going to do it right, don't do it. So I set up bases, but I only put them like 7 feet apart. Because I got a broke up foot. I ain't trying to re-injure myself. I like the little mobility I got in the house. We got a lot of stairs. So I'm like 7 feet. That's far enough for you to learn where you need to go, when you need to get there. So we're playing. And first, he's up to bat. I throw the ball, swing and a miss. He's strike 1. So I'm like, oh, this feels good. I ain't done this in a minute. So I throw the ball again, a little bit faster, right over the plate. Strike 2. I'm like, oh yeah, Jory's back. Let's get it. So I initially started throwing underhand. Now I'm like, let me see. Some kind of heat still got putting this on. So I cock back, throw it. It passes him. He swings so hard. I'm no lie. He swings so hard. He spun around and fell in the dirt. It's actually happened, guys. And I started laughing because what can you do? Like, come on. Like, it was funny. You should have seen it. And he got upset. Lots of reasons to get upset. Your mother's trying to teach you, and clearly she's not a good teacher. Because, hey, you can say, oh, it's fine. Yes, if any of my students watching from previous years, not now, because that's illegal, Miss O'Neill's super competitive. It just is what it is. So he's on the ground in the dirt, and he's like, you're not supposed to strike me out. So I'm assuming that the times that he's played with his father had some mercy or grace or whatever these things are called during the game. And so he kind of maybe let him hit the ball. I'm like, no. See, you see that? You see, okay, one of us is a good parent, all right, folks? So before you call ACS, just know one of us is a good parent. The other one is me, all right? So we're in the backyard, and he's upset, and I'm like, you know what, son? All right, now it's your turn to throw because I struck you out. So now it's my turn to bat. So I get up to bat, and he throws it, and I crack the ball. And so the way that we're playing, this is a little messed up rules. If the pitcher gets the ball, then you're out if you don't make it all the way around the bases. So I'm like, I'm about to roll this dude because I can make it around 7 feet. That's not, please, it's 48 feet. I can get 48 feet before he get the ball. First up the bat, hit the ball rolls over to the bush next to first base. I'll run the first base. He runs the first base. The little boy's fast too. I didn't realize. He got the ball. He picked it up. He's like, "Ha ha, mommy, your first strike." I'm like, "Oh, whoa. First off, it's an out. I'm not really upset because you got it wrong, so I would take the strike and not the out. But because I'm an honest person now, I'm very competitive and a little mean-spirited, but I am honest. So I was like, son, it's my first out. It's an out. If you get the ball, it's an out. He's like, all right, mommy, I got it. This time he throws the ball way over my head into the bush. So I tell him, I say, that's a ball. If you give me 4 balls, I get a point. Because technically I would get to the first base and trying to explain, but a little alternation of the rules. It's a little tough. He throws the ball again. I hit the ball. It goes past second base. Hits the slide in the back. He runs. Boy, it's fast. I didn't realize. I got to the first base. Started getting winded. It's only 7 feet now. That's not funny. So I run to the first base. I started to get winded. I'm running towards second base, but now he's already at second base. He got the ball. He's like, "Ha ha, mommy, that's out 2." I'm like, all right. So he figured out the rules. All right, that's fine. I'll hit a home run. So I tell him, I'll say, you know what? I'm gonna hit this ball so hard it's gonna go in the neighbor's backyard. And then I say it a little louder because I think the neighbors is in the backyard hearing me. So I want them to like throw the ball back eventually. So I go to bat. I knock the ball. It's a pop fly. I'm like, this boy can't catch. So I ain't worried about a pop fly. He can't catch. So pop fly goes up, and I was right. He couldn't catch, but to his advantage, his mama can't run. So I got to first base, and he got me out. So now we both got it out. He's back up to bat. He hits the ball. Now I don't want him crying like last time. So I was like, all right. So I hobble over to the ball. I pretend that my back hurts and pause to pick it up, and so he gets a point. So now he's feeling great, and I'm like, yes, you're a good parent. But this one moment, you're a good parent, right? So we continue the game, and fast forward, he has 3 points now, and I said, okay, the first person to get to 5 is the winner. He goes, and he's pitching to me now. I swing, I hit the ball, it hits the back gate. I'm like, yes. So I run around all the bases, and I'm booking it, guys. I feel like I'm being chased by the police, like I'm trying to imagine myself in a situation where I would need to run as fast as I can. Now, honestly, I probably like I'm going in slow motion. I feel myself doing the old lady jog. But I made my first point. See, he got 3, I made my first point. I was like, yes, I'm coming back. And then the rest of the game, I don't know what happened, but the boy got to 5 really quickly. He was gloating and bragging, jumping up and down. I was like, come on, man. Like, why you got to be like that? But I'll be honest with you. Like, if I had won, I would probably done the same thing. Exactly the same thing. So, you know, I want to say that after the game, I realized I'm getting old, guys. Don't let the beauty fool you. I'm getting old. And I know some of y'all out there like, you ain't getting old. You ain't. When you get my age, well, I don't want to think about getting your age. There's enough depressing stuff happening. I don't want to think about that. For me, this is my show. I'm getting old. And I'm seeing it with me being just set in my ways. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of my previous shows. I had a wireless mic. Folks, I'm not a fan of wireless stuff. I'm just not. It could be hereditarily being Charlotte's daughter. I'm not sure. Wireless things, I'm not a fan. This cord is my anchor. It's beautiful. It's lovely. This is not part of my routine. I'm just sharing with you something that I enjoy. I'm trying to be personable. Is that the word? I think, yes, that's the word. I love these cords. They make me feel safe. They make me feel secure. They make me feel like the sound's not going to cut out. Right? I can do so many things. Right? Yes. So many things I can do with the cord. So the cord makes me feel happier, gives me joy amidst all the negativity in the world. So I'm so happy for my cord. I digress. I'm supposed to be telling jokes. My bad. So being old and set in your ways. This is something that I think everybody can relate to a little bit. So say, for instance, someone comes to your house and they go in your medicine cabinet. People do it. Don't think they don't. They go in your bathroom. Just know they go in your medicine cabinet. Everybody has their preferences, right? Like you got certain deodorants that you like to use. Or maybe you one of those new age people and you don't use deodorants. Hey, what you do in your house is your business. You know, we all got toothpaste, right? Toothpaste. How many of y'all like the Tom's toothpaste? Round of applause, y'all like Tom's toothpaste. Who likes Tom's? Yes. Yes, I hate Tom's. Absolutely hate Tom's. I hate it. Not for nothing. I feel like it doesn't do the clean thing. And I don't know if it's because it's natural and it's not supposed to make my mouth feel like it's filled up with peroxide. I'm not sure. But when I brush my teeth, I want to feel like something's burning. Like I want to feel like it's being cleaned. Like the germs and the gook is getting away. I can feel that with Tom's, right? And that's just me being set in my ways. There's certain toilet paper I like to buy. Mainly because it's on sale. I'm a Scott's girl. Any Scott's fans out there? Any Scott's fans? Yes! We made a mistake recently and we bought, what did you buy? Charms? Lucky Charms tissue? What is this? He bought something, I don't know, with bears on it. I was like, what is this? I'm not wiping my butt with bear tissue. Again, guys, listen, I'm feeling happy. I got my cord back, so we just gonna take a ride together. Where we end up, who knows? Look, I'm feeling myself a little bit because this is the first show that I wrote and I didn't use like 75 Post-it notes or like 18 pads of paper. No, for real. Like I told you, I don't like I don't like wireless stuff. I don't. So this is the first routine that I wrote on my phone. But my phone is Apple and it has really bad battery life. Even though it stays on 1% for like 8 years, I'm not really sure what it's about. But I digress. Like, I wrote it on my phone and I haven't said not one joke from my phone because I don't remember it. Like writing, it does something therapeutic to my brain. Like when I write it, I remember it. And so all these jokes are off the cuff, folks. Like this is just me being happy because I got my cord back. And so let me get into, actually, you know what? I hate food commercials. This is something that's been bothering me. I was telling Ron this the other day. Food commercials upset me for one reason. The main reason they upset me, I'm gonna tell you why. I feel like some people might be wasting the food. Like, how do I know if you're really eating that food? I don't know if you turn a little bit. I'm wearing black today, so I feel a little self-conscious. I don't know if you can see the spit up on my arm. Yes, this is what it's come to, folks. I put my son to bed before I came and to be with you guys, and yeah, he got me. He gets me often, but I don't like food commercials. Mainly, I don't like people eating in front of me if you're not sharing. Like, my husband and I, before we were, I think, married or dating. I don't even know if we were dating. I don't think we were dating yet. We weren't dating yet. But this was the day that I knew I could like him. Right? We known each other for mad long. So often people ask like how you guys meet? Like y'all don't seem compatible. Y'all seem like opposites or whatever. And so how we initially, got together. It's a pretty funny story. If it wasn't, I wouldn't tell you. So we're at dinner with some friends, and so Ron is not a connoisseur of vegetables. Now I'm doing French and Spanish. I have an international audience, so I'm just trying to accommodate all the folks. He likes broccoli. He likes broccoli. He used to like broccoli. And some doctor told him that he's allergic to vegetables. So now he's like, I can't eat those. The doctor says I'm allergic. You're trying to kill me? Or you can do all the sound effects you want to. I'm putting you on blast, brother. Bones gonna disintegrate. So we're at dinner. I'm telling you, I love my cord. It's the superpowers. We're at dinner and So we're ordering food, and he orders chicken and broccoli. It's the same thing he's been ordering for the last, I don't know, 20 years. I know this man, chicken and broccoli. So he ordered some chicken and broccoli. I don't remember what I ordered, steak fajita or something. I don't know what it was. And so his food comes out. His food look bomb. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Woo! Food look good. Food look good. Whew. I don't lust over people. I lust over food. Like, it's not a good thing. I'm being super open, super honest with you guys tonight. Like, I feel good. I feel the cord is whew, love it. And so I'm looking at his food like, yo, that look good. And so I'm like, hey, can I get a piece of your broccoli? And he's like, no. Who says no to a pretty girl when she asks you for a piece of your food? Who does that? So I was like, nah, you joking, right? Look at me. Do you see this? You see this? You don't know. No, I'm yes. I can eat your broccoli, right? He's like, no. I was like, yo. So I don't know if you can tell yet. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I kind of like to get my own way. I don't know if you can pick that up, if you find the aura, if it's, you can smell that. And so I'm like, all right. So now I'm plotting how I'm gonna get this man's broccoli. So we're sitting and the couple that we're with there, the girl sitting next to me, the dude sitting next to him, we kind of across from each other. And so they're both looking at their menus. I don't know why they didn't order. I don't know why his food came out first. It was weird. I don't know. Maybe they just had chicken and broccoli sitting on the plate in the back for the people who just order chicken and broccoli all the time. I'm not really sure. But they're looking at their menus. And so he's, got his fork and his knife. He's adjusting his napkin. He's about to go in. Like, he's getting it ready.
Oh, yeah.
And so I take my fork ever so quickly, and I pluck the broccoli, and I pop it in my mouth, and then I put the fork back real quick so nobody can see me, and I chew real fast, and I swallow it before the people who are with us can see. And then he's shocked, he's disgusted, he's like, what did you just do? But he's not saying that, because I don't know if you ever met him, like he's not that guy. So they're like, what happened? He's like, she ate my broccoli. And I'm like, yo, you sound ridiculous right now, sir. Like, it's broccoli, bro. Like, chill. It's broccoli. It's food. Ask for some more. You're good. You got a job. You're fine. So now that I remember, we were not dating at all. This was, no. No, he wouldn't touch that. So we're eating, and the night's over, and we're heading back. And so before I get out of the car, I'm in the back, we're chilling, everybody's chilling. He goes and says, I say, my bad for earlier, I shouldn't have took the broccoli, it was selfish of me. I was just trying to show you that you should share. Like this was my way of helping you understand that you should share. That sharing is a concept that you should get into, right? And he leans over and he's like, I see that, but I want you to understand that when I tell you no, I need you to obey. And I was like, what did he just say? This dude just told me, do you know who he's talking to? Like, bruh. Alright, obey. So now I'm thinking like, alright, this dude must want to fight. You don't talk to me like some sideways out of your mouth, like obey. Like, what? I'm from Chicago, bro. You. And I don't know what it was. I know what it was. It was the femininity. The femininity is there. It's there. And the femininity was like, oh, girl, I like this one. And then after that, I realized that I did like him. And so now I'm going to take you on a little journey. I got some good news, some bad news. The good news is that the way that we ended up together is quite humorous. The bad news is, in order for you to get the full effect, it's long. I'm gonna let you know that now. It's long. All right. So if you need to take a break, this is a live recording. But if you need to pause, you might want to go get some popcorn, some more snacks, I know, a refill on your drink. Maybe you need to go to the bathroom. I'm not sure. But I'm going to give you time to do that. So I'm going to sit here like a pause, right? So I'm going to sit here like a pause. Did y'all go yet? Did you leave? Some of y'all kind of old. You can stop the video and come back to it later. I'm going to just stand here for 2 more seconds. All right, so how we met. All right, so initially we met in college. Actually, it was like church, right? So we were in college, we met in church. And so what you don't know is that Ron and I have a common enemy. His name is Chance. We don't like this dude. He is not a nice guy. He is a horrible human. Actually, he's not even human. All right, Chance is what happened. So first time we locked eyes, we're at a church function. Singers are singing. Sound system goes awry. Singer goes too high. Preacher gets a little dry. And each time these things happen, we both make a face. And so by the third face that we make, we kind of look over at each other, catch each other's eye, and was like, oh, you noticed that too. Okay, good. So when I initially entered college, I was over cocky, super arrogant, aka scared of my own shadow. Ron was quiet, super shy, really great listener. But my insecurity, his insecurity made us super observant. And so we were always watching and looking and seeing what was happening around us. And so we would always notice by chance if something went down and it turned out bad, right? So Chance is the dude that shows up when you're on your way to work and you're already running a little late. And then boom, Chance comes up and now you're stuck under the subway tunnel and your boss thinks you're a liar. All right. Chance is what happens when you're on your way to school, going to class, maybe graduate school. You get on the bus gets hit by a car. That's Chance at work again. Okay? Chance is also the person that comes when maybe you're on your way to a meeting, right? It could be a meeting in your living room on Zoom. Who knows? And it just so happens at that time, Cablevision decides to shut off your internet. That's Chance at work again. So what I realized is that Chance's name is actually MTA. It's a little late laugh. We're going to work on that. Chance's name is called MTA. It's a joke. I don't like the Metropolitan Transit Authority. But it was because of Chance that Ron got a car. Right? So Ron got a car, and what that developed in me was the keen awareness that I unfortunately, I'm what some call a car booty. This is, I'm not proud. I'm not ashamed. Hey, how's more car booties in the room? Yes, let's get it. Yes, I'm a car booty. Now, I'm from Chicago originally, and Chance's cousin CTA, he lived in Chicago, and he ain't no better. But I don't have any memories of being on a bus. Now, I know I was on a bus at some point, at some time, but I don't remember any of these things. And so the only memories I have in a car. 5 years old, I'm in a car, grandmother's driving on a freeway. I ain't been on a freeway before. So I'm looking out the window. I'm like, dang, we going fast. This is fun. What does this button do? So I push the glove compartment. Stuff falls out on the floor. My grandmother's like, stop pushing buttons. I'm like, oh, she bugging. Like, you put me in the front seat of a car, I'm going to push everything. What does this button do? I'm turning on the radio, turning up the heat. She's like, you touch one more thing, I'm going to pop you in your head. And she ain't lying. She will pop me in my head. So I was like, all right, bet. Let me try to chill. So I'm looking around, and then I see the button for the car door ain't locked. So I'm like, oh, she didn't lock the door. If I lock the door, she gonna pop me in my head because she told me don't touch anything. But if the door's not locked, we're not safe because then somebody, I don't know who's coming on the freeway to jack us, you know. But I'm like, if the door's not locked, then somebody could get us. So I go, I'm looking, of course, because I'm not trying to get popped with my grandma. She had arthritis. And the arthritis prevents the hand from opening, so when she back smacks you in your head, it's really like a knuckle punch in your skull. So I don't like the knuckle punches. My uncle, he started having little welts on his head because of that. So I'm trying to ease my way over to the car door to lock it, but I don't know which button opens the door and which button locks the door. I'm 5. Why are you having me in the front seat? This is not clear. This is the 80s, folks. I don't know what was going on, but I was not in the car seat. Like a lot of things were wrong with this picture. So I go and I reach over. I reach over to the door, and I think I'm locking the door, and the door flies open, and I'm about to fall out. And my grandmother, without missing a beat, switches hands on the car steering wheel, grabs the door, slams the door, grabs the seatbelt, straps around me 3 times, puts it back in, and knocks me on my hand with the knuckle arthritis back slap. I told you don't open that door. Girl, crazy. Right? So I remember that. Right. The next memory I have of being in a car is I was actually in a car accident. It was a pretty bad car accident. My mom had just got this nice, beautiful Beretta. Woo! Sucker was cherry red. Hot red. That's what we called it. No, seriously, it was a beautiful car. And so we're driving. My mom's like, ow. My grandma's in the front seat. They figured out you're supposed to put children in the back by this time. So I'm in the back seat. And I keep playing with this toy. My mom's like, stop playing back there with that toy. You keep kicking my seat trying to get up and get off the floor. So I'm like, all right. So I keep playing with it. And every time I play with it, I say, Mommy, can you pick up my toy? Mommy, can you pick up my toy? Right? And it's super annoying. The karma, I'm telling you, it's the same thing that happens to me when I drive with my children. And so the last time she picks it up, she said, I'm not picking it up no more. It's just stay on the floor. It's going to stay on the floor. And then my grandma turns around, and you bet not get out that seatbelt. So I'm like, I know. You're going to knock me in the head with the arthritis knuckle sandwich. I got it. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, playing with the toy, and the toy falls. Car rides are boring. I don't know where we're going. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there. So for me, this is a long time. So I'm like, all right, I got to figure out how to get out my seatbelt without unbuckling my seatbelt. See, you got to find a loophole. She said I couldn't unbuckle it. So I squeezed my little cell phone out. I was little back then. That was the time I was little. I squeezed my little cell phone on the floor. I pick up my toy, and I'm trying to figure out how to get back into the seatbelt because it's a little tougher to get back in without my grandmother seeing me. And so as I'm trying to get back in the seatbelt, this car sideswipes us. Boom! I fly across the back of the seat, knock my head on the other driver, the passenger side door in the back, and I fall down. I see my mother. I look behind me and where I should have been sitting, right? I should have been sitting in the car where the seatbelt is behind. there's shards of glass stuck in the cushion of the back of the car. Now I'm like, now ain't that something? If I'd have listened to these folks, I'd look like some Edward Scissorhand project in the back of this car. My face all glass shard up. I said, it's a good thing I'm hard-headed. It's a good thing. So my mother looks in the back of the car. She's like, Jory, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. I'm like, don't pay attention to the fact that I'm not in my seatbelt. Like, don't, hey, we got hit. Mommy, what happened? I'm trying to distract. Like, look that way, lady. Pay no attention to the girl behind the seat. Just look that way. And so my grandma's like, Shawty, you all right? My mom's like, yeah, I'm good. Mom, you good? And she's like, I'm okay. And so my grandmother's a gangster. She's a gangster. We gonna talk about this later. Join us for Mother's Day, folks. It's going down. My grandmother's a gangster. She's like, I know you ain't gonna just let him hit our car like that. My mom's like, oh, yeah. So my mom, like, Dukes of Hazzard, gets out of the car. I don't even know how she did this. Like, all the glass was gone from her side. It was gone. She grabs the hood of the car, slips her cell phone out, and she starts run. I mean, like, Total Recall running. Like I was like, yo, like, my mama fast. And she's running, and the guy, he seemed to, like, have passed out. His head's on the steering wheel. And I think he sensed a black woman running after him. And I seen him look up in his rearview mirror, and then all of a sudden I was like, he's like screeching, like dragging through. He hit a fence. He hit the fence. He's pulling the fence with him. He's going down the street with him. And my mother's still chasing him. I'm like, yo, she crazy. She's running after the car. She catches up to the car. She's banging on the back of the car. I was like, yo, this is crazy. So fast forward, everybody ended up being okay, but that was the day that I found out I was going to be a big sister, because when the paramedics tried to take my mom to the hospital, my mother was like, nah. My grandma was like, yes. You got hit. You absorbed the most impact. And then she's like, you got to go get x-rays. Paramedics are like, you got to get x-rays. I'm like, yeah, mommy, go get x-rays. Like, please still don't pay attention to the fact that I wasn't in my seatbelt. And she's like, I can't. And then it was like, why? It was like, everybody said it in unison. It was like, why? She's like, because I'm pregnant. Dun. What? And mama, I'm like 7 years old. I don't understand how these things work. But I'm like, you can't be pregnant. You're not married. But this is a silly comment, because my brother and I are her children, and she's never been married. So it's like, I don't know how that works. But I digress. I don't want to put too much of her business out there on the streets. At least not till Mother's Day. Moving on. So needless to say that I don't remember buses. I remember the yellow bus that I rode to junior high and high school. Not to be confused with the little yellow bus. Even though the same passengers that was on the little yellow bus, I couldn't really tell the difference between those kids and the ones that was on the bus with me. I'm not really sure what was going on, but all I know is that Chance has a mom, and her name is Maybe. And Maybe's a bad mama. She's a real bad mama. Just like, maybe this kid got ADHD. Maybe he shouldn't have now laters for breakfast. We don't know. It's like one of those, which one came first, the chicken or the egg? Did the now laters make him crazy, or was it crazy before the now laters? We don't know. Inquiring minds still trying to figure out. And so there are lots of things that were occurring late 80s, early 90s that, it by chance, right? So by chance, some people got labeled and others didn't. So I did realize that I developed OCD from like childhood trauma. It wasn't until I became an adult and went to therapy and I had to pay somebody money to tell me that I was messed up. I was like, I knew that before I got here. Can I get my check back? What's good? But I developed OCD and I didn't know I had it, right? And so I would self-medicate with reruns of Love Jones and self-piercings to Drew Hill. Now, I know you're probably wondering, so I'll let you know. Someone sleeping in my bed, 9 piercings, okay? So we got that out of the way. Listen, folks, listen. If a kid goes from lively playing in the street with their friends, talking on the phone all crazy hours of the night, to sitting in the dark, watching the same movie over and over again, and listening to the same song, it's not a phase, it's called depression. All right? People, oh, something wrong with that baby. Why is she in that room all day, watching that same movie, listening to that same song? I don't know. Maybe she's going through a phase. That's not a phase. That's a cry for help. Nobody likes Drew Hill that much. I listened to Drew Hill like every day my junior year. Yeah, junior year high school was crazy. But I knew every like inclination of the song, rises and falls. Yeah, it was a wild time, guys. It was a wild time. How did we get here? Back to being a car booty. So that was in Chicago. If you want to know how I went from depressed teenager to the beautiful woman standing before you, all loudly and vivacious, you got to come to the next show. All right. So another shameless plug. Got to come to the next show. So I didn't realize when I got to New York that there were so many people here from all over the world. Right. It's a very, very eclectic city, I must say. And so what I didn't realize also was that there was an OG car booty that had already come here like 35 years prior to my arrival. Yes, Ron's mom is the OG car booty. She's the OG. Yes, listen, this woman is 65 years old, has no license, does not plan on getting a license ever. All of her children have licenses. And the only reason my brother has a license is because my father-in-law went on strike as her chauffeur when he retired. She came in and says, Everton, take me to Home Depot. He's like, I'm watching NASCAR. It's lap 2 of 200. So he goes, tell the boy to take you. He don't have no license. And there's that, folks. Boy got a license quick, fast, and in a hurry. And not even like, oh, as a young man, you need independence. You need transport to your own job. You need to have some freedom. No, so you can drive your mama wherever she want to go. All right? This is called car booty plotting. It's car booty plotting. It's in the dictionary. Look it up. Car booty plotting. And it didn't stop there. I remember Ron and I, when we were dating, by this time we're dating, and we'd be just out having a good old time. We'd be maybe in Brooklyn, chilling at a house party. Where my Brooklyn peoples at? Where you at? Brooklyn, where you at? You're not here? Okay, very good. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you pushed the wrong button. It was okay. You figured it out. We be in Connecticut. Any Connecticut peoples here? I didn't think so. Oh, there you are. All right. Everybody's here. Y'all got to realize who y'all are, and then where you at, and then you cheer. That's good. You got to figure it out. That's good. We be in Jersey, right? Jersey peoples, where you at? Jersey peoples. See, Jersey, I think y'all have a better educational system because y'all cheer faster than everybody else. So I think y'all understand where y'all from a little better. But it didn't matter where we were. It was like dating Cinderella with an earlier curfew because at 9:50 we always had to be back in front of his house to drop his mother to work. Now, mind you, my father-in-law is sitting on the couch in front of the TV. He's like, Everton, take me to work. I can't. Why? It's lap 99 of 200. So she's not bothering with him. So Ron, the good man that he is, would travel from near and far to make sure his mom gets to work on time and she would never get to work on time because she's supposed to be at work at 10. We would pull up to the house about 9:45, 9:50ish, and 10 o'clock would come, and she would still be getting ready. I didn't know it then. There's a CP time, colored people time, and then there's a CP time. That's Caribbean people time. That's a little later than colored people. It's a little later. And so at 10:01, like clockwork, every night, 10:01, she'd run in the car. Hurry, Ron, hurry! I'm late, hurry! Like he's the one that made her late. So he's driving through the streets. I'm like, I didn't notice, but like while he's waiting for his mother to come, he doesn't put on black gloves. The engine's revving. I'm like, what just happened? What is going on? She would get in the car. Hurry, Ron, hurry. I was like, yo, this is crazy. It was like a high-speed chase. No one was chasing us, just time. Time was chasing us. It was not on our side. It was chance again. I'm telling you, it's chance. And so we would drive to her job, and we would park in the no loading situation. And as we would park, it'd be like 10:04. She's like, okay, I have time. You have time? Time for what? You're late, lady. And as she would get out of the car, I would see like 3 other cars screeching up. Like all her Caribbean homies would get out. Hey, Grace, how you? Oh, Tia, what's up, girl? Hi. And she's like, I see you inside. Okay, all right. Like, oh my goodness. Like, a whole crew of them would just go in late. I'm like, I hope no one was waiting for you. It's like patients sitting in diapers, waiting to be turned over. I don't know. But after a while, I enjoyed the car rides because it was like the highlight of the night. Like we'd be out and I'd be like, hey babe, it's 9:02. Don't we gotta go get your mother? I would get upset when you'd be like, oh no, she's not working tonight. I'm like, oh man, high speed chase not happening today. Oh boy. But so we dated, and we did like everything together, right? We did break dancing together, right? Yeah, break dancing. I can't break dance now. If I dance too hard, I break something. I did some rapping, right? Hippity hoppity, beepity boppity. Acting. Enjoyed it. And he was there. We were together. Mainly because I needed a ride. But car booty, I'm telling you, it exists. And so, fast forward, we got engaged. I didn't realize it. So, now, mind you, our common enemy is chance. We hate chance. Chance, I hate you. If you're watching, I hate you. I hate you, sir. I hate you. But what I didn't know was that Ron was very fond of his parents, Mama Maybe and Papa Possible. I didn't know what I was getting into. So he proposed on Valentine's Day. I think because maybe I'd say yes. And maybe I'd say no. But the chances is Valentine's Day, it's possible that I'll agree to marry him because it's Valentine's Day. Like, I honestly feel like that was the motivation behind picking that specific day. That and the fact that maybe he'd remember. Maybe. Right? And so we get engaged. We're going through all these, they go through marital, preparation classes or something. I don't know. It's counseling, marriage counseling, something. And so as we're going through the counseling, like we're learning more and more about each other. And I'm learning more about him. He's learning more about me. And I feel like the more he's learning about me, like his disposition is starting to change. Like I see the wheels turning like, oh yeah? You go to therapy. Oh, okay. All right. That's interesting. Oh, you have issues with abandonment. Oh, okay. That's all right. So yeah. Oh, you a little needy. Oh, I didn't know that. You seem pretty independent and cool. And so I'm like sitting in these classes. I'm like, I don't feel like this is making us closer. I feel like this boy about to jump out the window. Like, no good. So I was like, I don't think Mama Maybe's a good mama. I don't think Papa Possible's a good papa. But I hear when you become married, two become one. So I buy in. I say, well, maybe we wait too long to get married. This dude gonna change his mind. It's possible he will call off the wedding. So I did what any understandable woman would do in her late 20s, early 30s. I trick him. I am proud of it, but I'm not proud of it, right? So I convinced him that we should get married that same year in like 7 months. He's like, we ain't got no money. I said, I got money saved. We good. He says, well, how do you know people going to come? I said, whoever needs to be there will be there. He's like, well, how you going to pick a day? I said, 1119. Let's get married on November 19th. Sounds good. And so, like, everything he had a chance to say no to, I came back with a good possibility. And so, folks, here we are today, 9 years, happily married.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, been together. And the message that I want to leave you today, because each time I meet, I want to make sure that I share a message of hope, of bravery, of courage, especially during this trying time. So what I would like to share with you today is, DJ, drop that beat. I can't trick mine. You can't trick yours. I can't trick mine. You can't trick yours. If he's saying no, then you make him say yes. If they saying no, then you make them say yes. I can't trick mine. You can't trick yours. Sing it. Hey. If he say no, then you make him say yes. If he say no, then you make him say yes. Anything is possible, ladies. I trick mine. You can trick yours too. Hey. Let's go. Trick, 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 trick. Ah!